Hello, so welcome to the module 2 of this course. So previously on our previous class, we talked about the theory part of the design of web design. We were able to explain what web design is, what responsive web design is, a website, a domain name, a web hosting, a cPanel. We were able to give a basic overview and explanation on that. So I guess most of you have gotten that. So today we're going to be doing the practical aspect. I'm going to show you how this is done, how you can start, how you can purchase a domain name, how you can get your own host, your own domain name, and how you can log into your cPanel, just like that. So now I'm going to use two hosting to do this same process. I'm going to use two different web hosting to explain to you how you can do this stuff. So before that, let's just take a brief recap on web design to see if you still recall that. So now, what is web design? So now I will need you to go to the comment of this video, or just write it to me via WhatsApp. What is web design? I want to see if you have that. Now, without going to the previous video, without checking Google, what do you think is web design? Or in your own terms, what is web design? And also, I'll need you to explain to me what a domain name and a web hosting is. So I'll need that in the comment section of this video, or directly on my WhatsApp. So please do drop that for me in your own terms. So I did explanation of both the normal write-up terms, which is the one you might find online, and then the layman terms, which everyone needs so that they can easily understand this thing. So I did both of them. So for your own understanding, now you're going to tell me what you got and how you can actually present web design, the definition for me. So if you do that, I'll be waiting for your answer. And then now we're going to go into this process of how you can actually get the domain name. As I said, we're going to be using two different platforms for this. So the first platform we're going to be using is called Namecheap. So this is it. Now, Namecheap, you can access Namecheap via namecheap.com. As you can see, you can access Namecheap via namecheap.com. So this is where you can access Namecheap. So what do? Just copy, just go to Google or your browser, or just type in this namecheap.com. Or if you're watching this video via YouTube, there's a link in the description that will take you directly to Namecheap. So you can just click on it and then it will take you directly to namecheap.com. So now, once you get the name to Namecheap, you'll be welcome with this page. As you can see, this is their home page. As you can see, with a lot of things they want to say to you. As you can see, so now you need a domain name. As you can see, they say buy a domain name, register a domain name, create your identity. So now you see we need a domain name. So in order for you to get a domain name, you have to come up with a name. As I explained in the previous class, you already understand what a domain name is. So now you have to think of the business you want to create the domain name for. You want to think of what is the business called in reality. So like this domain name now is like the online part of the business. So what is the business called in reality? So if, for example, you are building this for a computer shop, and the computer shop in reality is called Geek Computer. So Geek Computer, so you could think of something like geekcomputer.com, geekcomputer.net, geekcomputer.org, and other stuff. Now, when I mean .com, .net, .ng, and stuff like that, those are called extensions. So let me give a brief explanation on that. So you could see something like, now, okay, let's come here. I will explain that later. Let's come here and type in Geek Computer. So if we type in Geek Computer, computers, then we'll click on search. Now we'll click on search. This is going to pull up different names. So it's going to load and pull up different names. As you can see, geekcomputers.com is a premium name and it's available for $3,000. Now I'm going to explain for you why it is that expensive and other stuff, but for now let me explain what I meant by it. .com, .net, .org, and other stuff. So they are all called domain extensions. Now domain extensions are actually this ending part, the part after the .com, anything you could find on the part after the .com. So they are all called domain extension. Now for this, you can see there is a .com, you can see there is a .computer, you can see there's a .bot, you can see there's a .org, you can see there's a .net. Now there are 1,001 domain extension out there. There are 1,001. So sometimes you might come across a website that says .dev, the domain extension .io. As you can see, like github.io, you can see .pro, you can see .health. So each of these extensions are actually used for different forms of website. So if you building a healthcare website in a civilized country, actually you can use a .health on your healthcare website. So that signifies to search engines and humans that this is a healthcare website. Now if you use a .info, this is actually an information website where people go get information. Now by the way, if you're creating a blog, Google easily give .info AdSense. They really give them AdSense to apply on their website so that they can make money of it. So .info is a great one. Now here is .syz. Many of us have actually come across a name like this, some website like this. You see something .syz, but most of the times people use this .syz for scam because it is way cheaper. As you can see, $2, and so people use it for scam. So you see .co, you see .online, you see .art, .tech, .shop, .cloud, .bio, .us for US citizens, .love, .live, .inc, .site. So there are a lot and lot of extensions. As you can see, there are extra more 400 plus right here. So almost anything you want to come up with, any name, there's already an extension for it. But the most used ones are the .com, .net, .org, and then you have a few of the .co, .syz, .info. I think that those are the most few ones that are actually used. Now people now use .io more because of the development of AI. So those are the ones that are majorly used. So that's the what we mean by when we say domain extensions. They are these words at the end of the domain after the dot. So now you have that. So for this, the reason this is a premium domain. Now sometimes there are words that are actually regarded as premium in the domain market. For example, the word geek is someone that is actually intelligent. So this word is actually considered as a premium word. Now the word computer is also a premium word. Now adding these two premium words together, premium keywords together, will actually make the domain price increased. So now if you check right now, you see we offer, let me show you that. We offer high value premium inventory through our registry and aftermarket partnership. Premium domain names are usually value high because the branded keyword, short in length, or dictionary word. So they are like one straight word in the dictionary. So they are actually very expensive. Now for this same.com, you could check something like Z. So let's do something like zebra. So like this, now this is not a premium word, like it doesn't mean anything. As you can see now, you see the same .com we have $10. So this is what we mean by premium word and non-premium word. So the prices differ, the prices differ in the sense that the words are actually not premium. So that's the first part for your domain name. Now once you get that correctly, now we'll move to hosting. So take some time out and process this information so you are good. Now after getting a domain name, you have to get a hosting. So a hosting actually manage your domain name. It's where you save your file that can be accessible through your domain name. So after you're done selecting your domain name, you click on add to cart. Now it's just like you're shopping on the e-commerce website like Jumia, any of those websites, Konga and stuff like that. You just click on add to cart. Now the next part, you come to hosting. Now there are different kinds of hosting. There's the shared hosting, there's the WordPress hosting, there's a reseller hosting, there's a VPS hosting, there's a dedicated server. Now these are the various form of hosting. Shared hosting, this is the hosting that is actually the most used hosting that is shared, that is direct hosting that allows you to host your WordPress website. Now shared hosting also give you the privilege of hosting WordPress website, but it's more advisable if you're building a website to go with the shared hosting. I prefer using the shared hosting. So for my student, or as my student, I would also love you to use that, because WordPress hosting might not give you full ability to do that which the shared hosting plan will do. So for that, we're going to select the shared hosting plan and we're going to click on it. Now as you click on it, now there are different packages right here. So you can select the Stellar plan, you can select the Stellar Plus, you can select the Stellar Businesses. Now what are the difference? The difference may simply be the size and capacity of the hosting. Now mind you, each of these hosting can power any sites. each of them can power any site, but depending on the amount of traffic the site experiences per month. So if you're starting out, this first stellar hosting is good for you, it's okay for you, because then you don't have a lot of audience, your website does not have a lot of traffic. But when your website start getting bigger, you want to switch to stellar plus or a stellar business. Also, if you're hosting more than one website on a hosting, then you should either check in stellar plus or stellar business. Now, with that being said, you on this first plan, you have your domain name, you have your websites. Now, if you take this first plan, which you're going to be using for this tutorial, we're going to be using both anyway. So if you take this first plan, you can be able to you'll get a domain name for free. So these are the free domain name you get: .fun, .host, .online. These are the extensions, so you can add any of the domain name to it. So you could buy something like divita.cloud, so you could just buy any of those domain name. Then you can add 3 websites to this, so you can have 3 different websites on this hosting, and the total storage space of this hosting is about 20 gig SSD. Then you can have 30 mailbox. So I know some of you have come across those emails you see at something like info@yourwebsite.com, you see at support@yourwebsite.com. So this is where you actually make those things work. Then you have the website builder, so you have the website builder attached to your hosting. Now the next one, you have your domain name, which is the stellar plus. You have your domain name, you have unlimited website, so you can add as much website as you want to on this part. But mind you, your website will start getting slow part time. Now you have unlimited SSD, unlimited mailbox, unlimited auto backup, and also the website builder. So the main business plan, which is the most expensive, you have domain names, a lot of free domain name, you have unlimited website, 50 gig SSD, unlimited mailbox, backup and cloud storage, and website builder. So for this tutorial, you're going to get started with the first one because you are just starting out. You don't want to do anything that is too much or too little. So you want to start with this first one. So click on get started. Now once you click on get started, now it's going to show you if you want to have a new domain name connect to this host, or you want to you want to have a new domain name, or you want to continue with already existing domain name. So now for this, you want to click on I already have in cart. Now if you don't have a domain name already, which is the one we added, this is Zebrava. So if you don't have this a domain name already, you can actually click on purchase new one, and you could just type the domain name here and add it to cart. We already have one in our cart. Now you already know what a shopping cart is. This is normally cart icon you normally see on an e-commerce website. So now you have your icon field. Now once you are done, you click on add to cart. So those are the 2 things you need to add from this area. Now click on add to cart. Now you're gonna look at this stuff. They are really not too important because you have already selected everything you need. Don't turn any other thing you do not understand on, because I have not used most of them. I have never done any other thing on here. I just come here, then click on confirm order. Now if you have a promo code, you can actually use it here and then to lesser the price, but for that we don't have. So just click on confirm order. Now once you confirm order, it will need you to create an account. So you have to create an account because you don't have an account. Now I already have an account, so I don't need to create a new account. I have to just log into my account and I am good. So for you, you have to create an account. Now once you create an account, you make your payment. So let me log into my account and show you how you can make your payment. Now I am logged into my account. As you can see, this is my account. Now as you see, you have 3 methods of making payment. You can make payment with a card, you can make payment with a paper account, or you can make payment with account funding. As you can see, I have lesser amount on my account right now, so you can make payment with those 3 methods. So now for this one, you can also make payment with your Bitcoin. So this is the one I make use of, the Bitcoin payment. All I just have to do, I go to my Binance, I buy Bitcoin using the P2P option, then I use it to make this payment, and they credited the account, and then I make the payment. You can just click on add fund and you can add the crypto and then make your payment. Very easy. So that's the first step. You can buy your domain name, your hosting through Namecheap. Now after buying that, they will give you an account which will look exactly like this. Let me show you. So this is how it looks. So as you can see, this is how your account will look. Verily, you have all these things at the side, you have all these other ones at the top. So this is how your account will look. So you have everything here. You have your domain name, you have the hosting which you just purchased, you have the private SSL and every other thing. Now on our next part video, I'm going to take you to the how you can log into cPanel. But for now, this is all I'm going to explain for this part of this tutorial. And the next part, I'm going to show you how you can actually buy a .com.ng or a Nigeria domain extension. Now if we do something, we go to domains, domain name search. Now if we come here, we try to buy a .com.ng domain, you're going to notice that it's not available here, because this is a global market. Like it's a global market, and they really do not accept some of the local TDLs like a .com.ng or a .ng. For example, just type in anything you want. So let me just type in a word like domesticalo.ng. As you can see, if you search, as you can see, it says unsupported TDL. So that means that they do not accept domain names with extensions like .ng. Now if you want to buy a .ng extension, there are 3 web hosting I use for that. So that is, first of all, you have the Whogohost, then you have the Qservers. So I'm going to put every link here in the description so you don't miss them. Then you have the PMA stack. So recently PMA stack has been my favorite because Whogohost have actually been making things hard for me, because their server are always down. So now you see, this is Whogohost. So now Whogohost, you just have to come here and type in the domain name you want. So victoria.ng. So if you click on something like this, you click on search, Whogohost can actually produce those domain names, because as you can see, it's a Nigeria hosting. So it's going to look for the .ng extension for you. As you can see, it's available at 6,000 naira. So you could buy it, click on add to cart, and then just go to the hosting the same way we did for Namecheap. That's what you just do for Whogohost. So once you click on domain name, you come to products, click on this drop down product, then look for a hosting plan that is suitable for you. So Whogohost have a lot of hosting. Really, they are really not necessary though. They're really not necessary. I really don't know why they have all of them right here. So to get yourself not confused, just go to their main page, then you look for the hosting plan. So it will be very easy, because I'm not gonna log in. You can actually create an account if you want to. So let me just go back, and then so right here, just click on the drop down, select the Linux hosting. So it's actually the Linux hosting that is the best so far. So you have it here. So as you can see, these are their different price of hosting. 1.8 monthly, you have 2,000 naira monthly, you have Delus, you have 4.3, you have 3.6. So these are that of Whogohost. Then you also have Qserver. Now Qserver is the sister company to Whogohost. They are actually struggling. Qserver and Whogohost are actually struggling to become the best web hosting company in Nigeria. So as you can see, you can get your hosting from here. Just click on website hosting, and then you are okay. Then you search for your domain name right here. Then the last part is PMA stack, so or Aztec hosts, so as you call it. So if you come here, all you just have to do is to click on search for domain name. So just come here. Sorry, no, that's knowledge base. Scroll down here. So enter the domain name you want. So let me say right at eco.ng. Now once you click on it, you click on search, and it's going to check if that domain name is available, and then you can get a hosting for it also. As you can see, it's going to check. Okay, it's saying the .com is not available, so it's going to check for other extension .l.ng and other stuff. So you can buy any kind of domain name from this hosting. So I use it most times for my .com hosting if I am not having access on getting Bitcoin to get one from this part. I just use PMA stack because they accept Nigeria card. So that's it. So Whogohost and Qserver also accept Nigeria card, and you can also purchase a .com domain from both of them. But sometimes their services are bad, because sometimes their server might be down or their website might not be accessible. But so far, this one and this one are the two I have actually been making use of recently. I have like 16 domain name with these people. I have about 19 domain name with PMA stack, and I have about 8 with Whogohost. Then I have about, let's say, 14 there about to Namecheap. So this is how you can get your domain name and your web hosting. I hope I've been able to explain properly how you get your domain name and web hosting, both international and local. Now The next tutorial is going to cover everything you need to know about cPanel, how you can log into cPanel, how you can do anything you want from cPanel. So we're going to take that as our next tutorial. For this one, if you have any question, please let me know in the description. So your assignment is going to be this, your work is going to be this. Now you're going to come to Whogohost and you're going to get a domain name. So you're going to come to Whogohost, you're going to get a domain name and a hosting plan for 1 month. So that is going to be your assignment as a student. You're going to purchase a domain name. Now the reason I'm using Whogohost because this is way cheaper compared to this Namecheap, getting Bitcoin and making payment. But this is way cheaper. So as you can see, you have 1/8 monthly, and for domain name, if you come to domain name, register a new domain name, you have domain name as cheap as 1,200. So let's look for something like v3designtech.com. So let me just put F here because I think tech is taken. So if you do a .com.ng, so you see 1/8 plus 1/3, you should have about 30 something here about, so it's not expensive. So I'll need you to purchase this domain name. If you purchase any domain name, it doesn't have to be this name, just purchase a .com.ng domain name and a hosting plan of 1/8, and then let's see what you can do. Now do not purchase any tech related name as for your assignment or for your classwork or whatever you can call it, for just for your, okay, let's call it your project. So do not purchase any tech related domain, just purchase something for a business or an academic. Yes, something for a business or an academy. So then we'll continue on this part on our next tutorial. So guys, thanks for watching, and please, I'll be waiting for your response to this project. So I'll see you on the cPanel video area. Thank you.